Hello and happy Tuesday. It is February 8th. I am MJ and this is a general reading for the collective. I am using my Grimalkin's Curious Cats. I'm going to get right to it because I am getting a very late start here and I am so sorry. I don't know what happened to my morning. It basically just evaporated. Anyway, let's get right to it and see what we have going on with these cats and what wisdom they can share with us as we move into our week here. So the first card I'm going to pull, this is the energy that's influencing us. This is the energy that, it affects our mood, how we react, how other people react, how we perceive events, how other people might perceive our actions. So let's see what we're working with here. This is the foundation. So today, we're starting off here with this energy of the Fool. So today is one of those days where you might feel more inclined to sort of just go with the flow. You might all of a sudden try something different, right? You might all of a sudden, put into the work some plan that you had, some harebrained idea, right? Well, today might be that day where you open up the cupboard and pull it out and say, hey, let's try this. The Fool energy, it opens us up to being spontaneous. It opens us up to trying new things without fear, without really much concern on, how the end is going to turn out. For the Fool, it's always about the journey. It's not about the destination, and just enjoying the whole process and having faith that everything will be just fine, right? Because it will be. The Fool energy today is one where, of course, if it's other people who are embodying the Fool, you might feel a bit frustrated. If you're at work and you have a project that needs to be completed and your coworker is like, knee deep in this Fool energy, they're embracing it. You might find it's a little bit more difficult to get them to focus on work. You might find it more difficult for them to be prepared, right? If you need them to be prepared. If you're waiting on somebody and they're just like loving this Fool energy, you might be waiting a little bit longer because they're off doing something else. They all of a sudden decided to change their mind and do something completely different, right? The Fool brings with it some frivolity, and all of a sudden life just becomes a whole lot lighter, and the clock seems to not matter too much anymore. So just be aware, right? If when we are the ones who are embracing the Fool, we love it. Life is great, right? We're trying things out. We're experimenting. We're having a great time. We're trusting the universe. When other people around us are embodying the Fool, it can be very frustrating. So just be aware of how this energy might impact you and your relationships today. Let's see what opportunity we have coming up. So here we have the energy of the Chariot. I don't think we've seen this card come up in a reading yet. So here we have, this is a hairless cat, and it's pulling a chariot, it has two Dobermans pulling his chariot. And I just thought that would be kind of funny to have these two very big, very strong dogs pulling a chariot with a hairless cat in it, no less. But anyway, so here we have this opportunity to charge forward, to feel confident, to have this ability to decide where we're going, right? To feel in control of our future, of our destiny, right? To feel that sense of purpose within, and to feel like we're the ones driving it, right? We're the ones who are making the decisions. We're the ones who are in control. And when we're in the state of the Chariot, things happen very quickly, right? Things progress, right? We feel connected to our plans. We feel connected to the universe, and we can pull it all together and harness that energy so that we can drive quickly to our goal. And so here, this energy of the Fool, it can be very supportive in that it will allow you to let go of any fear, right? It will allow you to have faith that the universe has your back. It will open up the door for you to feel more comfortable, right? Doing something that's a bit out of your comfort zone. The only caution that you need to have with the Fool energy here, supporting this opportunity that's coming at you, like a rocket, is that the Fool can be, again, it can be very spontaneous and frivolous, and all of a sudden you might take your eye off your goal. And because the energy of the Chariot is so charging, because it is so hyper focused on reaching the end, right, and getting you to that destination much quicker than you would normally probably reach it. The Fool, what it can do is, because it takes your eyes off the prize, because it distracts you in some ways, because you are kind of like, oh, let's try this, let's do that. You have to be cautious, because a Chariot is moving quickly. And just like if you're, in a chariot, or if you're on a bike, I always think of the Chariot as being like, I equate it to being on a bicycle, and you're going down a hill, and you're traveling at like a breakneck speed, and you're getting to your goal so fast, and you can feel that wind in your hair, and it feels like magic, right? It feels like there's nothing that can stop you. Well, if you lose focus, if you take your eye off that destination that you're working so hard to get to, right, all of a sudden you can hit something that you don't want to hit, and you can get derailed. And so be cautious with this opportunity, because you have this great opportunity to reach your goal much quicker than you probably anticipated. The Fool, though, might be a distraction. It might make you lose some momentum there with the Chariot. So just be cautious. That's all. Have faith that everything's going to be okay, but don't take your eyes off the road. Okay, so the uninvited house guest, the person who's showing up at our door, the person who is coming in with their own agenda. This is somebody who hopefully will be supportive. Sometimes they create friction. And here we have coming up, beautiful, the 10 of Pentacles. So here is someone who focuses on, establishing wealth. They're focused on creating a legacy, something that will not only create more support and more affluence for them in this lifetime, but also something that will set up future generations. This is like, when you think about donating to a cause that you care about, or making an investment in the future that you can benefit from today, but later on, perhaps your children or an organization that you care about later, will benefit from that. And so whoever this energy of the 10 of Pentacles is, they bring a sense of maturity around finances, around money. They're not one to be frivolous like the Fool. They are one to focus on creating a space that is supportive, where all your needs are met, where you are you're nurtured, in that way, but also it's stable. It's a strong foundation. So having this Chariot here, you're reaching your goal very quickly, and then you're going to encounter somebody who will help you perhaps put in some processes in place that will shore up that success even more, that will ensure that it's there for not just, this month or next month or this year, but for years down the road. This is about creating, a generation of wealth. And so pay attention to who this energy is, who this 10 of Pentacles is. This might be somebody who you can look to as a source of inspiration. They might come in as, a financial advisor. They might come in as someone who wants you to focus on not just today, but on the future. And so they, they could be very beneficial in offering you some tools that will only make your life better as as the years go on. Listen to them. they have your best interest at heart. You know, this is somebody who really wants you to feel comfort as the years go on. So just pay attention to who that Ten of Pentacles is. Okay, so the overall advice here. And so they might, you know, especially if you are kind of feeling a bit in this mode of the Fool, and you're contemplating deviating from a plan that has been working very well for you, whoever this is coming in, they might be the one to kind of keep you back in line, or to help you maintain maintain some structure, especially around your finances. Okay, so the overall advice here. Oh, okay. So we have this Eight of Swords, and you can see this poor cat is trapped. It's trapped here under this bush because it's terrified of the rain. It does not want to get wet. And coming in the advice position here, you might need to ask yourself if there's something that is blocking you, that is preventing you from exploring and seeing the world more broadly. You might have this idea for what success looks like, or you might have this notion for what you want, and because it's restricting you, you might not be prepared to see an opportunity that might come in that looks different than what you expect. So, and that, you know, and having this Fool energy here supporting us, I almost wonder if you do need to shake things up a bit, right? If you are so hyper-focused on something, if you have this vision, are you so committed to that one vision that you're not able to see other opportunities? Yes, you want to move there quickly. Yes, you want to find success as quickly as you can. But in that rush, are you perhaps missing out on something? You know, the Eight of Swords is all about, you know, like something that we are in denial about, something that, you know, is of our own making, right? This is something that we perceive in our mind's eye, that we tell ourselves, right? Well, we can't do this, we can't do that. It's a restriction that is self-imposed. And so you might need to ask yourself if you are holding back in some way, right? Are you really enjoying this opportunity of the Chariot? Are you really moving as quickly as you can? Can you loosen up the reins a little bit to allow for something new to come in too? You know, I see this individual coming in here as someone who will help you maintain your course, who only wants the best for you, right? They want you to feel secure. They want you to feel as though all of your needs are met and then some, right? They don't want you to feel stressed out about anything. They don't want you to feel blocked when it comes to areas of money. But you're going to have to be the one to unblock yourself, right? And if they're there to help you if you're connected in some way to someone who has the ability to help you out when it comes to investing, or showing you how you can create a path to long-term financial help, or health rather, to long-term financial health, don't close yourself off from them, because they are literally there to ensure that you're taken care of in the future. You know, with this Chariot here, you are moving quickly towards a goal, and it's going to be important that you do so completely free and open to new ideas, and it's going to be difficult. So, you know, you might have some challenging beliefs that are holding you back. Pay attention to those beliefs right now. Pay attention to those areas that might block your progress, because you might be going very quickly only to find that you might be sabotaging yourself. So pay attention to areas where you're the one who keeps you from fulfilling a goal, from fulfilling a dream. Everything else is working to your advantage, right? Everything else that's surrounding you is there to help you reach this point. You have support from an outside influence who wants to show you how to find financial freedom. You have the universe opening up the door and creating a path forward very quickly here, right? Where you get to be in control. What I see here with this Eight of Swords in the advice position is that there might be a fear or some block or some belief or something that keeps you back from fully realizing your potential here. So, you know, I almost say, you know, even though we don't want to be too spontaneous when we have the Chariot, because you do want to stay on course, but you might need to let go of some of that fear and trust the universe. Open your heart up to the adventure, right? Don't focus so much on the end goal. Embrace the adventure that you're on right now, because that's what this is. And if there is a block that's holding you back, now is the time to figure it out, because you have this positive energy of the Chariot behind you, and it's helping you reach that goal. And you have the supportive energy of whoever this is who wants you to find, you know, a place where you feel free to try out new things, right? When you're financially free, all of a sudden the world opens up to you, right? When you're financially free, you can donate to causes that you care about. When you're financially free, you can be more generous when it comes to those around you and your family and your friends. When you're financially free, you can be more creative because you're not so concerned about, you know, living paycheck to paycheck. So whoever this is, let them inspire you, okay? Let them show you the path to getting to that point where you can unblock yourself here. And it's really important. You need to unblock yourself. So much love, peace, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.